Hey you guys, Marlyn with Beautiful Bina Designs. I am here today to share a Tuesday Quickie. Now for these Quickie videos, they're not tied to a particular kit. It doesn't matter where I got my supplies or even how long I've had them. This is simply about us creating a card together from start to finish in a reasonable amount of time. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Today I am planning to make a card using this stamp by Stampabilities. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. This is a beautiful stamp. I love the message. Let's see if we can put something together quickly here for this Tuesday Quickie. Now I am inking this up really well with my VersaFine Black Onyx ink. And then I will bring the stamp to the cardstock. I'm using Cougar Digital 110 pound cardstock. And I am going to do my best to get an even impression here. All right, that looks very good. Okay, now we are going to be embossing this with gold embossing powder. I am using the Ranger Superfine Detail gold embossing powder. I am of course catching this embossing powder in my coffee filter. I believe Jennifer McGuire is the one to credit with the coffee filter. It is an amazing help when we're doing this heat embossing, working with embossing powders. I have also added the assistance of a Dixie paper bowl. This helps me to worry a little bit less about spills. And while I do change my coffee filter regularly, I have been using this same paper bowl for months, as is evident by the mess underneath the coffee filter. All right, let's go ahead and heat set this. I am going to be turning my heat gun on. I will be right back with you in just a second. All right, okay, there we are. Heat set and ready to move on. So we are going to be doing some ink brushing. I have two colors of Distress Oxide. I've got Worn Lipstick and Seedless Preserves. Today I'm going to be using a makeup brush. This was recommended to me by Helen P. Helen, once again, shout out to you. Thank you for that. I've tried it once so far and I was pretty pleased with the results. So we're going to use it here again today. Starting with the Worn Lipstick in the center and then moving out to the edges with that Seedless Preserves. Here I decide to go ahead and speed up the video. I want to keep this Tuesday Quickie on the quick side, but what I was explaining to you guys as I was working in real time is when I do ink brushing, I like to go in with a very light hand. This allows me to avoid streaking my ink on my paper, and it also gives me much greater control over the intensity of those colors. I always blend layers upon layers and get a deeper color. But if I go in with a heavy hand, I wind up with streaks and I wind up sometimes with color that is a little bit deeper or more intense than I was really hoping for. So here I feel like I'm happy with the color that I got. I go over with my water droplets and I oxidize some of that ink. When I take a closer look at that panel, I decide I'd like just a little bit more intense color, particularly with that Seedless Preserves, but I do come in a second and add a little bit more Worn Lipstick to blend it out very well. But what I thought was really neat about this, and I hadn't done this before, is those water droplets weren't dry, so they picked up the Seedless Preserves and left me with, instead of those oxidized white looking or chalky looking dots, I got some intense Seedless Preserve dots, and I thought that was a pretty cool effect. So now I will be die cutting this with this oval die cut, and I will also be embossing a second cardstock panel with this Doris wood grain embossing folder. So I will be right back. Okay, next we have this wood grain pattern, this Doris wood grain pattern. Now I'm going to try something that I have literally never tried before. Let's try it together. Fingers crossed, hope it works. I am going to attempt to add some embossing powder to this dry embossed card panel. So using my Ranger Distress Embossing ink, I'm going to try to lightly run it against the paper. Super fine detail in gold. All right, back in a second. I'm hopeful. So let's see. Once we put that on there, I do think it cleans up nicely. I think that gives it a really nice look. I do want to trim, I want to trim a little bit off. So I was just thinking about what color card base we might like to use. And I'm wondering if we want to go navy or white. Okay. This way. Okay. And then, should we pop this up? Ooh, I wasn't planning to go this way, but what do you guys think? Keep the whole thing. I could have centered it, this being the case, but it doesn't look bad. We're gonna roll with it. And that will do nicely. I think we'll put that just a little bit wonky since it's not centered to begin with on that panel. And I think we are going to create one more idea. I want a couple butterfly embellishments, and I do not have any butterfly embellishments. So we are going to create some. I am taking my Distress Embossing ink by Ranger, just adding a little bit of embossing ink over that. I'm going to use that same fine detail gold embossing powder by Ranger. Just going to try to make a matching piece of gold paper. Okay, once again, and hopefully for the last time for this Tuesday Quickie, I'm going to be turning on my gun. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this butterfly background die by Hero Arts, and I'm going to make some butterflies for this project. Be right back. Okay, I have run this through my Spellbinders Grand Caliber, and just like that, we have some beautiful matching butterfly embellishments. More than we need for this project, but let's punch out what we've got here and see what we want to do with them. Look at how easily and nicely these just pop right out. This is an incredible die. Okay. You know what I think I would like to do is kind of fold these up a little bit. Maybe we'll use some fun foam. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that, you guys. That's nice, huh? Okay. Okay. And then one there, there. Maybe we need a smaller one. Right there, maybe. Oh yeah, they kind of make a trail. Oh, I like that. Okay. So we are going to need a little bit of these fun foam bits. And we want to put a little tiny bit of fun foam behind our butterfly wings here. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do with this. I think maybe some Honey Gold Nouveau glitter drops. And I think we'll go this way with the glitter drops. These will dry just as a gold glitter, so you won't see so much of that bubble as really just a little dot of glitter. What do you guys think? It's different than where I thought I was going originally, but I like it. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Tuesday Quickie, not so quick? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long. This is so fun. I'm not sure how long we've been at it. But thank you guys so much. I hope this inspires you to make beautiful things, and I'll see you soon. Take care.